Yo, I don't know what we're gonna do today, but we are gonna have some fun.
I can fly.
I was sitting a bit and thinking a bit about our garage. Basically just standing here and in the door side, just having a look around everything. And yeah, I don't know, some few things just felt a bit off. So one of the first things that I want to have a look at is once we're standing in front of the Audi, there's no space to actually comfortably work. And then as well, when you want to go work that side, you have to open up the garage door because there's no space at the back of the Audi. But we can move between here a bit, so that's not an issue. But the problem I have is that I don't really have accessibility to get around the Audi at all. So I was thinking, what if we take this table? I'm going to measure it first. Take this table, measure it from the end to the, well, from this side to that side, and perhaps put it there where the garage starts. I'll measure the length, as I want my bucket to still be in reverse, and then as well be able to get in and out of the bucket. But maybe get that table in that corner, because we do have this table to work on. And if we really need a table, we don't actually use it now because it's more of a storage space, then we could still work that side, or we can just pull out the Audi completely. But at least if we are gonna have this space right here, then we can move around the Audi a bit more comfortably, and we will be actually able to work on the engine itself. So I just want to go ahead and measure this and see how wide it is, and then also how long it is, and see if it will be able to fit that side. So looking at the width, it's 87 centimeters wide, and then it's 175 centimeters long, or 1.75 meter long. So let's go and have a look at the space that we have that side. Looking at the space, I'll have to move up my bucky. Luckily I did reverse it in, so I do have a bit of space that I can actually park my bucky still a bit more to the wall, but it's going to be super tight. So if you look at the distance, there it's gonna be, it's supposed to be 175, so that's approximately in line with this frame right here. And then if you go to the front, it's going to that side. I actually want to put it on this side of the bucky, because that side of the Audi doesn't bother me too much, because I'll definitely be able to get in and out of the Audi that side. But my concern is, will I be able to open and close the door on this side? So let me just retake my measuring tape. Pip pip my bucky. So looking at the measuring tape, the table should end around here. And then going to my bucky side. Wag, het gaan my bokkie. Kom papa toe. Kom hier so by, staan hier by papa. Okay, so measuring where basically it's going to end, and it's going to be really close to my bucky, is that the question is, I should, well, let's look down on it, should be level there. So the door's probably going to be around there, and we're going to move the bucky up. So assuming that should be enough space to get in and out of the bucky. And then as well, we will be able to move around the Audi as well, from the in and out. So I believe this should be enough space for us. So I think first thing that I want to start with perhaps is take the bucky out a bit, because while the bucky is out, I don't know if you've noticed, there's like holes. There's one there, there's two there, and then there's another one that side that I actually want to see if I can just close it up a bit. So I do have that expansion foam right there that I'm gonna use just to fill up those holes right there. And then also I've got those Dura tape right next to it that I want to use so that I can, because I know it's leaking a bit of water on that side, as you can see on the wall as well, the water that's coming out. So I want to see if I can somehow seal that leak as well, just for temporary, and then now see if I can close those holes as well, so that we have less air coming through the garage once it's closed. So with the directions how to use it, something that's just rough notice is that the surface must be clean and free of dust and grease. Sure. So they say with large areas, in large applications, apply in several layers and spray with water before applying the next layer. So we should also spray water before filling it up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take some water, just spray it around the area where we want it, especially the big ones, before I move to the smaller sections. Spray some water. I think I'm going to spray it right through, and then start with the foam that we should shake properly, and then yeah, we're going to start filling it up with this fill and fix foam. I just wanted to show you something before we get too long. You think that is gaps, the ones I showed you, but if you actually go above, look at that gaps right there, especially here underneath. So I'm actually glad that we're gonna do this, because we should be able to seal up a whole lot of these gaps. It doesn't seem like there's gaps that side too much, which doesn't really bother me. We'll see how much is left in the can. I do still have 2 more cans if I'm not mistaken, so we do have a lot that we can do, but I want to see to seal up all of those gaps. So yeah, this should make quite a difference once we have it done.
You've been trying to reach me through the telepathic waves, sending out an SOS from the right side of my brain. Are you trying to say I told you so? I already know. The truth is, I always knew that you were right. When you said love isn't a state of mind, it's a state of the heart. If that's true, then why am I falling apart? Because I love right side of my brain.
I've managed to fill up, well, most of the gaps. If there's a gap, it is extremely small. So something that I've noticed while using this, that the more vertical you hold it, the better it works. And it's extremely difficult to actually fill that up as you're actually keeping it more horizontal than vertical. So example, that corner that I did worked perfectly, excellently. I've got no issues with that at all. But with the top side, I did struggle a bit due to that I had to keep it horizontal instead of vertical. So at least now we have managed to close our gaps. So I am quite happy with how that came out. So next up on the list, I want to see if I can move my bakkie up a bit, close this gap basically, and then yeah, get the Audi out so that I can move out of all of this out of the way. Clean the table, because that is quite a bit of a disaster going on there. Get that cleaned. I would actually also like to see if I can maybe perhaps move this cabinet of mine also a bit up, but the problem is I don't think my bakkie is going to fit, because it barely just touches this, and then my bakkie is in, and that's a bit wider than my bakkie actually is. So I think the best way to perhaps get rid of that is maybe if we put up some shelves here against this wall right here, and then we can take all of that stuff and put it behind there, or we can even put up shelves that side. But before we do that, I think I would rather see if I can make a plan with this wall to maybe fix it and then also repaint it before we put shelves here, because it's probably going to be permanent shelves and not something that's going to be temporary. So we get the Audi out and the bakkie back in, and then see what we have that we've got to deal with. So that is kind of the closest I can get my bakkie in against the wall, where I will be able to still get it in and out as well. So I don't think we should have any issues. So now I've got all of this space. I would still like to see if I can leave a gap between the Audi and my bakkie for the table. Due to that moving in and out, I still need the space to be able to turn a bit while I'm going backwards. Should be a bit easier to get the bakkie in and out once I actually have something that's in the way, an obstacle that will make it a bit easier to see, basically like a guideline where you should turn. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Like I've mentioned, it seems like there is a lot of space that we have here. And then as well, even if the space gets a bit tidier, I still have this space I can also use. I am a bit skinny, so I should still get in between if I needed tools to get from the board. But yeah, I would really like to create up space moving that whole wall back. But unfortunately, the funds aren't there now to do it. But it is something I would like to do in the future. But for now, we'll have to compromise with everything that we have. We can even put on shelves on that wall as well. I don't think there should be an issue. Even there as well, we can put up some shelves there as well. We can even eliminate some space to put up shelves here, but I would actually like to use this complete space to put on those small bins so I can put my bolts and nuts in there, use that for my bolts and nuts. But yeah, now it's time to get the Audi out so that we can start working in the inside.
Get yourself over here.
Hit it with a backflip, that's it, about to go bash it. Started from the bottom, now I'm feeling fantastic. Super massive, new tax bracket. Everybody everywhere, that's my demographic. Drop the thing down low. Let me see you move it 3 times in a row. Let me see you drop the thing down low. Give them what they want, gonna give them all a show. Yeah, this is what you came here for. Pick up your jaws up off of the floor like this is what you came here for. Everybody wants some, then they want more. This is what you came here for. This is what you came here for.
Get
Get yourself over here.
This is what you came here for. This is what you came here for.
Yeah, Liddy, they calling me the Wizard of Ooze, the Wizard of Oz. The moment that I step on the stage, they hear the applause. I do my thing, I smile and wave like Mama, I'm a star. When everybody shoot for the moon, I'm shooting for Mars. Let me see it drop
The thing down low. Let me see you move it 3 times in a row. Let me see you drop the thing down low. Give them what they want, gonna give them all a show. Yeah. This is what you came here for. Pick up your jaws up off of the floor like this is what you came here for. Everybody wants some, then they want more. This is what you came here for. This is what you came here for.
Get yourself over here.
This is what you came here for. This is what you came here for. Everybody wants some, then they want more.
Get yourself over here.
This is what you came here for. This is what you came here for.
Get yourself over here.
This is what you came here for. This is what you came here for.
So I've moved up everything for some type of reason, I don't know why, but every time we're busy cleaning up something somewhere, it seems like we are almost ending up back at square one, because now I need to sort out this table. That section is a complete disaster. It just doesn't feel like we are really getting anywhere. But if you go back in time and you see what it looked like in the beginning, we are making some progress. So before I continue, we are going out tonight, and the first thing I want to do is that, if you remembered with one of the previous videos, we actually changed Nat's headlights to a Xenon kit, and yeah, that Xenon kit is awful. And even before that, we went to LED headlights. That also was awful. So just to give you guys a tip, even if you want to make your lights white, it really isn't worth it. So yeah, you're probably gonna guess it, but I am gonna go back to the original yellow bulbs, as this just works much better than any kit that we have installed on the Figo, as it was just working properly. Running the lights itself isn't bad, but the big issue is putting on your brights. Just it doesn't cut it, as it's not strong enough to actually make any difference. So I'm just going to put that back, change the headlights quickly. That Xenon kit of mine, I'm going to literally throw it away, because it's awful. So let me go do that first, and then I'll show you what the Xenon kit looks like. And then I'll also put a link in the description for you for when we installed the LED lights, and then as well when we installed the Xenon kits, so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. And then I'll see if I have time tonight, and if I remember, I will show you actually what this original light looks like, so that you can see the difference in it. I know when you're a bit younger, you don't mind taking away visibility and all of those type of things, but as you get older, you just put safety much more in front of you than you would actually do with just going for the look that you actually like. So here's the Xenon kit that we have removed, or I removed, because I just think it's really not a good brand at all. Maybe it's just a setup, but yeah, there it goes. I'm not gonna use that again. So getting back to where we were, so I changed the globes on the Figo, and then as well, while I was busy with that, I noticed that the antifreeze was really low, so I sort of flushed the system and then add new antifreeze. And then I also topped up the power steering fluid as well, as I also noticed that was a bit low. So that's sorted now. I don't have much time left, so I want to try and push, because I can't leave the car outside, as I mentioned that we are going out tonight. So I'll need to get everything sorted, packed at least where I need it, so that we can bring the Audi out inside, as I don't want it to sleep outside at all. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with all of this, but I'll need to make a plan with it. So I think the best thing that I'm gonna do for now is just to remove everything that's on it. I'll probably keep the top shelf. I would like to keep the table empty, as well as that top piece, as we are going to be busy with our Audi. I want to put all the spares and everything that we removed, bag it, and then just put it nicely here on the shelf, so that we know everything is here and there's no issues where it's gonna get lost. So yeah, let me start with it.
I get to know your name. Well, if I could trace your private number, baby. All I know is that's me. You look like you're lots of fun. Open up your loving arms. I want some. I set my sights on you, and no one else will do. I've got to have my way now, baby. All I know is that's me. You look like you're having fun. Open up your loving arms. Watch out, here I come.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I got to be your friend now, baby, and I would like to move in just a little closer.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
So we basically have rearranged our whole garage. To be honest with you, I think the only way that we are gonna gain more space, first of all, is to finish up what we have, like use the things that we have, like the cabling and the plugs and everything that's just lying around, especially like this tape for the roof leaking, as well as that one. It's just something small, but it's an example. And then as we start using those things, then we will definitely also gain more space. And then something I would also like to do is to do something about the lighting. It's not bad during the day, to be honest with you, but it's enough to work with, but I don't think it's enough to be satisfied with the total lighting as you would like to see everywhere. Even if you fall a bolt underneath, you want to see where the bolt actually is underneath the car. I'm not saying that we must put lights on the floor. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that we can't complain about having too much lighting. So yeah, like I mentioned, I think the only way now to get away with space is to start actually hanging things on the wall, putting on shelves. But we already put on shelves this side, and unfortunately I'll probably have to remove it when we redo the wall, fix the wall and repaint the wall. So that's gonna be a bit of a stuff up, but we will be able to manage. So I think I want to try something first with the bonding liquid on this wall, see if it works. If it works like I hope it does, then we can actually do the whole garage, fix that whole episode, and then I believe the garage will look much better as well. Then I can also actually start by putting up shelves where we buy are definitely going to gain more space. For example, we can put a shelf, let's say, there on top of the bucket with the cleaning chemicals or whatever the case may be. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really super curious to know what you guys would have done in this situation. Okay, giving me some ideas on what to do, maybe what to change, or more than one mind always makes up a lot. So you are more than welcome to inform me what you would have done, what you would have changed, what you would have do differently. Maybe I can get a tip or 2 or 3 or even more, and yeah, just do something different. So now this is the final test. Why we actually moved everything like it is so that we can get the Audi in the garage and then also have space to move in front of it, and then also have space to move on the side. I know it doesn't seem like I've created space, but my bucket's not going to move now for a small bit, not too much. So that's why I packed it closed, and as soon as we do have shelves on, we will once again be able to create a lot more space around the whole area. So let me push the Audi in, as it's not starting yet. So let me push it in and see how much space did we actually gain with today's exercise, if it was worth it or not. So with the Audi in the garage, there isn't much space left at the back, as I kind of pushed it as far back as I could. So if you look at the space here, it is actually enough space to move around with. It's not too bad, to be honest with you. And you can also work here if you like to. There's also enough space for me to come in between and actually work here as well, if I really need to. So that I'm happy with. But the main thing was actually this space. So I'm not too concerned, due to that now I will actually be able, with a bit of struggle, to have access to go past the Audi, whereby before I couldn't pass the Audi at all. There's just no way that I could have actually fitted through there. But at least now there's a bit more space. So I think if we could maybe, let's say, not get rid of it, but get that section out of the way, then at least we can move our engine stand, let's say, to that side. And then once it's there, then we have quite a big space that we have to walk around and do what we want to and do what we need to. So at least now, if I open up the hood, it's a bit slow because it's working on a shock. I will be able to work this side. Maybe if I remove some of the parts here on the engine, I'll also have maybe a bit more space that I will be able to just pass, but I will be able to work here, which is just what I was trying to gain from this scenario. Yes, unfortunately I have to greet you on this video, as I have to start finishing up, and we have been busy since early this morning. I know it doesn't seem like we have done much, but if you actually slow down the time lapse, I mean, it took us the whole day just to do what we did. So it doesn't seem like much progress, but I am a bit happy. Not too much, because I thought that we would have gained a bit more space here, but we didn't gain what I anticipated, but we did gain space. So I'm happy. I don't have any issues, so that is it. So don't forget to let me know what you guys think, what you would have done differently. I'm really curious to know. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. Be safe and may God bless you. Ciao.
I can fly.